What's going on, World Class Nation? It's Colin, and today I want to talk about sleep. We all know the benefits of sleep. There are so many. We reduce inflammation, we live longer, we are sharper, we have better concentration, and many more. But what is a good night's sleep actually? Let's dive right in. The first thing we need to know is about a hormone called melatonin. The hormone melatonin, in short, makes you sleepy. You could also call it the sleeping hormone. Let's keep this in mind. Next, I'm going to take you back in time, before there was artificial light. What we need to know is that blue light, aka the sun, made us awake, and when the blue light was gone, aka the sun was gone, down, we were tired, we went to bed. This is all connected to the hormone called melatonin. So, whenever there's blue light, the sleeping hormone melatonin is limited or completely eliminated. And whenever there isn't blue light, you get sleepy. But in this day and age, we have so much artificial light, and there's also everywhere is there blue light in it. So your laptop, your mobile, anything, your lights in the house, they all give you the blue light. So this is a big part why your sleep is limited. The hormone called melatonin isn't really, it doesn't get activated as much as you would like. That's why a lot of people are not really feeling tired in the evening. So that's the first thing you can do. A further practical application to this is you can just limit the light exposure. Or there are even apps, for example F-Lux on mobile, on the laptop, Twilight on the app store, whatever. There are many apps, and also in the most smartphones these days. There are even apps that block the blue light. So what you can do is you can even set a timer for it, and when it's evening, it even blocks the blue light of your phone. So keep a yellowish color or red color in your phone. But this simple thing really makes a significant difference, because first you don't really notice it, but after a while you will never go back. But how does sleep actually work? Sleep actually works in 3 cycles. There are 5 phases to the cycle, but we're going to limit it to 3 phases, to 3 cycles. The 3 cycles take approximately 90 to 120 minutes. So let's keep it to 90 minutes for this video. So we have 3 cycles in 90 minutes. The first cycle is light sleep phase. So when you first lay down, you start to get sleepy, but you are still conscious of it. You're not really in a deep sleep. You can really hear the noises around you, and sometimes you don't even think that you're sleeping. Throughout the night it gets less, and you become less conscious of it, and you even don't remember the light sleep phases. But you do experience them. Second phase is deep sleep. This is the phase that you hear people talking in their sleep, mumbling, or they have night terrors. Here is sleep deeper. They aren't as disturbed, and here gets a lot of recovery done. And the last sleep phase is a REM sleep phase. This is called rapid eye movement, and it's actually the last part of your sleep. In this phase, the most recovery gets done. In this phase, you re-experience events of past days or whatever comes in your mind, and even your eyes track those experiences. So that's why it's called rapid eye movement. So even though your eyes are closed, they are going everywhere because you're re-experiencing those events. So we have the light sleep phase, the deep sleep phase, and the REM sleep phase. If you keep it simple, and it's different for everybody, but let's say each phase takes 30 minutes. And there are apps and equipment to do this, but I'll cover that in the next part. Let's say each phase is 30 minutes. So now we know this, is that we know that we should ideally wake up in the light sleeping phase. Because if we wake up in the deep sleep phase, the REM sleep, we wake up very tired, because our mind is still in the sleeping mode, and we even can get disoriented when we wake up in the sleeping phase. So a big thing to do is track whenever you wake up, and just keep those cycles in. So you have to try to wake up in the light sleeping phase. So if each cycle takes 30 minutes, total cycle takes 90 minutes, you should always aim to wake up after 90 minutes, after 3 hours, after 6 hours, 7.5 hours. So now we know this, it's really important, and we're going to cover it in the next video about how we can implement these apps and equipment to really pinpointing your own sleep cycle, because it varies from person to person. Next, what we need to know is, in my opinion, in the opinion of most researchers, the ideal sleeping phase is 5 sleep cycles. So in our example, it's about 7.5 hours. So, but most people are like, I need more sleep, I need at least 8 hours, I need at least 9 hours. But I have come up with 6 deadly sins that you shouldn't do. So if you just don't do these 6 things, then you're fine. Then whatever will happen is your sleep will improve. You only have to sleep 7.5 hours or 5 sleep cycles, depending on how long your cycle takes. And will wake up a lot more energized than you normally would. It really makes a lot of difference. But that makes me immediately get to the first point, the first deadly sin. The first deadly sin is not persevering. A habit can be made within 3 to 66 days. So what I want you to do is, if you're going to do this, at least stick to 66 days of doing this. If it doesn't work for you then you can quit and message me that I was full of shit. But obviously that doesn't happen. I will even personally coach you. I'll do whatever it takes. But obviously that won't happen. Yeah, at least according to my experience, my client's experience, and a lot of research done on this topic. So persevere. That's the first sin. You can't give up every 2 days when you don't feel like it. Next, the next deadly sin is a dark room. You need to have a dark room. It's really important, because again, otherwise the light comes in, and even if you wear an eye mask, your skin will still feel the light coming in, which also reduces your quality of your sleep. So preferably just sleep in an entire dark room. Alright, the third deadly sin is called noise. They pretty much intertwine. So whenever you're in the light sleep phase, whenever there's a little bit of noise, you'll easily get out of your sleep. And you might not even notice it, or you not even remember it, but it makes a big difference in your sleep. So you need to limit the noise. If possible, you can barricade your door or close a window, anything to reduce the noise. This will really make a big difference. So the dark room and the no noise will really make a big difference. The fourth sin is your blue light exposure. So preferably before you go to bed, at least an hour before that, take control of your evening and shut your phone down. Put it in airplane mode and don't do anything with it again. And you should at least 2 hours, 3 hours before you go to bed, make sure you limit the light exposure. So download those apps on your mobile phone, download those apps on your laptop. I'll make sure to leave a link down in the description. But this will really make a big difference. And after you've done that, the last one is I'm the exception. Well, probably there are a lot of exceptions, but that's only 1 in 10,000 probably, or even less. So you have to realize that you're probably not the exception. And even though you want to feel unique, you probably are not, and this works for everybody. So if this doesn't work for you, make sure to comment below. If it does work for you, I'm really excited to hear about it, because it will really make such a big difference in your life, and you will never want to go back. Alright, that will be all the 6 sins. So now we know about the hormone called melatonin, why we should limit blue light, about the 3 sleeping cycles and how to implement them, and about the 6 deadly sins. If you want to hear more about this, there will be a part 2 on my channel. This will be part 1. And if you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, anything to grow the channel. It really helps a lot. This was Colin from World Class Wisdom, and I wish you an amazing day. Peace.